I'm Thomas, and if you've been looking for a simple way to turn an ordinary tank into a sump with a quiet water entry system that includes bulkheads for hooking up to your tank's plumbing and mechanical filtration in the form of filter socks, then the Cliff Hanger might just be what you're looking for. Also, for those who don't want filter socks, the R model that I've got here has other options. Going DIY can definitely help reefers keep reefing more affordable, but it's at the cost of time and subject to our own individual skills. So sometimes finding that middle ground between full DIY and a retrofit can really help us keep to our budget while still getting what we want and need without the risk of messing it up. Ask me how I know. Not all of my DIY attempts were stunning successes. I mean, lots of them went pretty good, but I've definitely have made some boo-boos. Going DIY with your sump is one of the easiest of the DIY projects, especially when you can get what is arguably the hardest part of it as a ready-to-go drop-in solution, like the Eshopps Cliff Hanger, which is essentially a beefed-up hang-on filter sock holder that includes a quiet water entry system, so you can turn just about any rimless tank into a DIY sump. It includes bulkheads to connect to your aquarium's overflow system, clear sides so you can easily keep an eye on things, and a simple bracket to lock it in place. Even the largest model is compact enough to fit into a 10-gallon tank while being rated for up to 750 gallons per hour of flow. Plus, it's compatible with their new BioCup R. But before we get into all that, let's get this one out of the box. In the box, you'll find the Cliff Hanger already pre-assembled, a filter sock, plus the instructions. There are two different models of the Cliff Hanger, the 4-inch as well as the R, which will fit a standard 4-inch filter sock and a rectangular filter sock respectively. No surprise there. The 4-inch measures in at 7.5 by 5 by 6 inches and comes with a single 1-inch bulkhead and is rated for up to 400 gallons per hour of flow, while the larger R measures in a few inches wider at 7.5 by 8 by 6 inches, coming with a pair of 1-inch bulkheads and being rated for 750 gallons per hour of flow. Both are made from quality acrylic and use nylon screws to hold the clamping bracket firmly in place. Like I mentioned, the Cliff Hanger works best on rimless tanks and can clamp on panels up to 1¼ inches thick. This also means that you can put it on a tank with trim as well, but in order to make sure it sits level, you'd want to place something behind it, like a small piece of PVC pipe. Once in place, you can glue in your plumbing of choice to the white bulkheads and you're off to the races. The quiet water entry system on the Cliff Hanger works just like other sump models that we're familiar with, keeping the drain pipe submersed so that you can achieve a splash-free full siphon with a gate valve. Once the water enters, it'll travel up and over into the filter sock before traveling into the sump. If the sock begins to clog up, you'll be able to see the water level rising thanks to those clear side panels, and if it gets too high, there are spillover slats that'll allow the water to escape down to the sump, even with a clogged sock. Now, if filter socks aren't your preference, the R model is also compatible with Eshopps BioCup R, which I've talked about in a previous video. It's essentially an acrylic media container that you can use for disposable filter floss or biomedia, adding some extra utility and flexibility over a simple filter sock. Meaning you can still benefit from that simple clip-on water entry system and choose what type of media you want to run for your DIY sump. And if that sounds like it matches your reefing mantra, you can pick up a Cliff Hanger for yourself by clicking right here.